Hello, this is Henito and welcome back to Cabernet. Last time, we spent the night talking to people and learning their secrets. We learned that Arban has a secret past. We learned the Hussar is tied eternally to the Countess, apparently. And we also learned that Trophime desires to be made a vampire, but the Countess so far has not allowed him to. So we have many things going on, including, I don't know how we're supposed to help Trophime, but we can apparently maybe help Hussar escape his contract. And we can also maybe help Arban discover her past. But we've run out of time for this day. So now we're on Wednesday. So we're creeping ever closer to Kapala night, which is on Friday. So we really don't have much time to spare. I guess we'll just wear our provincial garb again. Should really buy a dress, because I'm getting quite bored of wearing the same thing all the time. How much money do we have? 16 coins, not enough for anything, not enough to have any fun. I don't think the doctor has any new dialogue
Liza.
for us yet. Oh, the house call. Yeah, let's do that.
About that house call in the task list.
Oh. Hang on, for some reason, they sound very loud to me today.
Oh, that's right. I'm doing one of my house calls for a regular patient, Nicolina. You see, she has hemochromatosis, which means...
Excess of iron. Ooh, we're smart enough to know.
Excess of iron in the blood, right?
Ha! Precisely. You keep pleasantly surprising me, Miss Morozova. The patient often experiences pain, fatigue, and other unpleasant issues. There isn't a known cure, I'm afraid, but there is something we can do to reduce the symptoms.
Oh, bleed her?
You want us to feed on her to lower her iron levels.
Indeed I do. I figured I can let you do the bleeding this time.
Oh, is this ethical? Is this blood safe?
Is this ethical?
From a mortal standpoint, no, of course not. From a vampire's point of view, this is one of the more ethical ways we can carry on living.
I mean, true. We're not harming her, we're actually helping her.
The blood would either go to us or the leeches, and, frankly, I believe we're at least one step above those creatures. But enough dilly-dallying, we should get going. She can be a terribly grumpy patient if her pain isn't managed in time.
Understandable.
Lead on then, Doctor.
Good old Nicolina, always leaving her key in the same spot. After you.
But I don't have an invitation?
How do I get inside? I haven't yet been invited.
Oh, right. Let me handle that. Nicolina, it's Dr. Volkov.
Ah, Doctor, you ought to let yourself in. My joints are aching worse than a boil on a donkey's arse.
You should know that I've brought my assistant today. May she come in?
She? Well, all right. But what use is she out there? Come on in.
Come then, Liza. You've heard our patient. She shouldn't be kept any longer.
Much better. Lead on, Doctor.
Very nice. So we've got a new house we can visit at night.
Now, Nicolina, how are you feeling today?
What do you think, Doctor? Like shit, and that's why you're here, isn't it? And she's your assistant, eh? Tell me, Kiril, what does a woman know of medicine?
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, feel a little less bad about biting you now.
I see our patient takes some issue with my presence.
And she won't be the last. However, right now, above all else, she needs our help. Consider your oath as a doctor.
Yes, okay, fine. Be the bigger person.
You're right. Fine.
Still gonna bite her
I'll
though.
keep going.
Hey, what's taking so long? If this is so hard, I don't know how you'll handle the rest of it.
After my initial studies at the academy, I've been training under Dr. Volkov.
If you saw me hover over nihilistic answer, I was a bit like, if we had enough nihilism, maybe I would have hit below the belt, but no.
So, if you trust and respect his judgment, then you'll do the same for me.
Oh, fancy broad, aren't you?
She's a bright one, Nicolina. Given more time and opportunity, she could put most of my colleagues to shame.
If you say so.
Now then, let's not delay the treatment any longer. I'm going to let Liza here take the lead. Liza, come take the leeches. All right, this is pretty simple. Just enchant her and pretend to apply some leeches to her neck. Then, drink your fill of blood. Just remember, not to take too much.
Of course, Doctor.
I almost feel like the game's kind of, if we hadn't gone down the whole Evgeny route.
Hurry up, will you? I ain't
Yes,
got
yes,
all day.
I'm getting there, okay? If we haven't gone the whole Evgeny route, we could have got our first feed this way instead.
And will await you and me, await you and me.
But maybe not, I don't know. Okay, now out come the fangs. Oh, cup. Uh-oh. If Liza consumes too much blood or drinks the last drop from a human, she becomes intoxicated. This provides a temporary boost to skills that lasts 3 turns, but permanently increases her daily blood rate. Oh no. I've just made us permanently more thirsty? Well, that's not what I wanted.
Good work, Liza. That's enough.
My relationship with her has deteriorated. Uh-oh.
She should be feeling a little brighter now when she comes round. Tell me, how did you feel during that? You responded to me well enough.
I just wanted to assist the patient. She was in pain, and I was here to help.
A commendable attitude, if maybe not the most practical at times. Listen, Liza, I suppose it's about time I share with you the full extent of my research. You see, when a vampire overindulges on blood, it imbues us with a feeling of power.
Was I meant to overindulge, or is this just an incidental dialogue that's happening?
The power the likes of which can't be achieved in any other way. But it does come with a cost. Each time the bloodlust grows until...
Until one goes feral.
Precisely. It turns our kind into exactly the kind of monsters that human tales make us out to be. Vampires like this live in squalor and care only for their next feed. It was a creature like this that killed my wife and stole my life from me.
Can something even be done about this?
I believe so, yes. In theory, it may be possible to separate the addictive element from the blood, leaving it simply as the source of nourishment. Unfortunately, research like this takes the kind of time and resource that I simply didn't have. That is until Countess Orlova presented me with an offer.
It sounds like a terrible existence.
Indeed. I've sought a way to put an end to this, to stop us living such a parasitic lifestyle.
Countess's offer? So basically we're trying to create diet blood? Is that what I'm hearing?
The Countess made a deal with you? Why do I feel like there's a catch?
That's because there is one. As you can imagine, she has no real interest in remedying the bloodlust.
So why would she approach you in the first place?
Well, in separating the addictive elements, I should also be able to distill the parts that give us power.
Ah, I see.
That means she can create a consumable that temporarily boosts one's strength and abilities without any side effects. In return, I was allowed to continue my work and provided with everything I need. Funding to purchase lab equipment, as well as other expenses, and, well, an apprentice.
So, that's why she allowed you to turn me. The reason why I'm here.
In a sense, yes.
I don't quite know how to feel about all this. That's a lot to take in.
I understand. All I wanted you to know right now is that I trust you, and it would be an honor if you chose to help me fulfill my vision.
Thank you for believing in me, Doctor. I'll certainly consider it.
Ah, that looks like all the time we have for now.
I was going to say, I love how Liza's face went from kind of thoughtful to looking somewhat annoyed. In fact, I've noticed throughout playing this that Liza kind of has this... She's got slight resting, annoyed face a lot of the time, I have to say. And she arches her eyebrow and just kind of looks a bit like, what's going on now, kind of thing.
You should get going. I'll stay here and make sure Nicolina is feeling better.
One moment, hypnotize Nicolina. Why?
Could you just give me one more moment with her while
Realism.
she's enchanted? She could use a whisper to improve her manners, don't you think?
Oh, I see, yeah. Yeah, of course he wouldn't approve of that.
Lisa, I have to put my foot down here. Feeding is bad enough, but hypnotizing a patient, it's beyond the pale.
Yeah, okay, fair. Even if it's towards the greater good of changing her attitude towards women doctors.
I suppose you're right. I'll see you at home.
Oh well, we lost a bit of friendship with Dr. Volkov there. But oh well. Ah, she lives here. So I guess we really could come back and visit her if we want to. Although, I do wonder how we managed to hypnotize her, since we're not exactly friends. And I thought we could only enchant those who liked us. And I didn't really get the feeling that Nicolina liked us, to be honest. Right. So, we could go to the island and see if what is she called? The mermaid person? See if she's there. We could see if Alyssa is over there in her secret hidey hole. I mean, it takes up a lot of the night though. So let's see, what else can we do? Ah, yes, we've got Arban's riddle. So I wonder if we can get in here. I don't know if part of the riddle is in here. I just wondered if maybe it was.
Athena, the goddess of wisdom and war. Intimidating, but
Okay, so it's not to do with Athena.
I think there are only... It looks authentic. The craftsmanship.
Okay, so I was wrong. It's nothing to do with Athena, but I'm pretty sure the head in the riddle is the church. Oh, Justice Scales.
The scales of stability, the symbol of our country. How patriotic.
No? Man, I could have sworn that would be one of the solutions. I don't know. Clearly I'm not very good at solving riddles. Here's Evgeny's house. We're not going to bother him again. We still haven't got his book back. But I'm curious to go to the church and see if we can't find anything around here.
Someone's carved something into the wall.
Ah,
Better hope the minister doesn't find out. This looks like a pair of feet, and under them, the name Kovac. Walking with God on high. I don't feel particularly holy, but that must be one of Arban's riddle answers.
okay, cool. So that's that one. Can we read the note again?
Arban's riddle. Let's...
The head rests atop the forest's grave. Head rests atop the forest's grave. I mean, Tropheme lives in the forest. There's a cemetery over here. But we can't get into it. Oh, excuse me. I don't know. This game definitely has some graphical glitches here and there.
Evening, my lady.
Hello. Speaking private. No.
Good night.
Hi there.
Hello. I'm rather busy. Did I get money? No. Why no money? I should have got some money from the doctor for doing my work. Oh, but if we travel over the... Oh, sorry. Well, it's not like Tropheme doesn't know. Tropheme knows I'm a vampire. Why does it matter? I guess it still pays to be discreet. Music school. You know what? We could try our hand at drinking with this lady again.
What would you like?
Other topics.
So, how about another?
Hey, why the hell not?
Should we just take it? Let's just
Cheers.
take it.
So,
We've got too much blood anyway. Hard day.
Same day every day, really. The pay is shit. Customers are pigs. No offense.
none taken.
I'm so exhausted after working all night that I drop dead as soon as I reach my bed. And then it's time to go back here again. I'm starting to forget what daylight looks like.
Trust me, I know exactly what you mean.
I thought you'd understand.
So,
Another shot? Oh my god. Relationship 70.
how about another?
Hey,
Sure.
cheers.
So, hard day.
I'm so exhausted. I'm starting to...
Trust me.
I
Okay.
thought you'd...
So,
Same dialogue. So do we literally only improve our friendship with her by drinking? Because that's going to be an expensive friendship. We've got 14 coins now. Oh, look, she immediately looks
Yes?
so miserable when we're not drinking with her.
so,
You saw how she was smiling earlier?
how about
Hey,
Sure.
cheers.
so, hard day.
I'm starting...
Trust me.
I thought you'd...
So,
Same dialogue. Oh my god.
how about
Hey, cheers.
so,
Oh my gosh. This is going to be like a long-term investment. Oh, it shows me when I can enchant people. Rasolka, that was her name. Oop. Go away, thank you. So where is Iskra? There she is. 65, okay. I mean, how much does it go up by?
What would you like?
so, how about
Hey, cheers.
so?
Ooh. Yes.
People gamble here, don't they? I'm a fan of cards myself. Maybe I should play around.
Suit yourself. If I were you, I'd avoid playing with Kiril.
Why's that?
Let's just say he ends up winning more often than others.
Is that so? How does he manage that?
I really can't say more, and what you already heard, you didn't hear from me, alright?
Of course. Mum's the word. She definitely knows the way Kiril's cheating. Maybe it's time to have a little chat somewhere more private. So,
Oh my god. We'd have to do... If it goes up 5 every time, we'd have to do 2 more shots with her. Which I think means we'll only have 8 coins left. No, actually, we'll only have 6 coins left. Oh my gosh. And why are we
Let me
doing
know if
this? Are we doing this for... frickin' Evgeny? The little bone bag? I mean, no offense to Evgeny. Perfectly lovely person. Oh, we're also supposed to be finishing Camilla. Let's do that. You will think me cruel, very selfish. But love is always selfish. The more ardent, the more selfish. Okay. So we can go back and talk to Roman. Now, can we collect our money? House school. 12 coins! Thank you. If we do this, we need to do 5 sessions of this to get 10.
what should I work?
I don't know if I really want to do that right now. How much have we got now? 26. The game really makes you make some careful choices about what you spend your cash on. Now, it takes quite a few coins to get Iskra to like you, so you can get Evgeny's book back. Meanwhile, you really don't get paid much, seemingly. Oh, actually, he's down here, isn't he? I suppose you could get more money if you're okay stealing. But that's not really
Wonderful
our
to see you
style.
again, Miss Morozova.
You too, Roman. Though I'm surprised you remember my name.
Do you think yourself so easily forgotten? Or I so forgetful?
Certainly not. It's just that you must see so many faces pass through here, far more interesting than my own.
I would be so lucky to see a face such as yours once in a lifetime.
Please, Roman, please. Flattery will get you everywhere.
Besides, you overestimate our little town's hunger for books.
Well, the townsfolk don't know what they're missing.
And what of your appetite?
Pardon?
Have you devoured the book I gave you?
I love how Liza was immediately like, oh my god, does he know I'm a vampire? No, he's talking about books, Liza, okay?
Oh, of course. Yes, I have finished it.
Superb. I am beyond thrilled. What did you make of it?
Oh no, is this answer going to require literary skill? Ooh, actually, we're souped up on blood, aren't we? We should be able to answer any question. I liked it, I didn't like it. We'll say we liked it, I guess.
It was simply amazing. Exhilarating. Never have I read of such a powerful woman.
I feared I'd scared you away with this tale of supernatural beasts and unspeakable acts, but it seems you found a kindred spirit.
Oh, on the contrary, I find such monstrous imagery serves to cast a mirror on our own humanity.
What insight! It sits beside the monk as my favorite doomed romance.
Perhaps horror and romance are two sides of the same coin.
At least in the hands of poets.
Quote dark eyes. Yeah, we can, because we're souped up on blood.
Dark eyes, how I love you, how I fear you.
A fitting song, and one of my favorites. I do so appreciate you taking the time to share your thoughts with me. It's such a welcome change to share conversation with a curious and intelligent mind.
Likewise. And if I ever tire of daily life in this town, at least I won't be short of tales in your bookshop.
The town? It may have more to offer than the surface would suggest.
It has you. Are we really flirting with Roman?
Well, it has you. I hadn't expected to find such intelligence and warmth here.
Stop, you'll make me blush at this rate. Besides, the town is now graced with your presence. You know, I would be honoured to provide a tour and share some local folklore.
What a kind offer. Thank you, Roman. Though, I fear my days are somewhat packed.
How about your evenings?
I may be able to manage. A tour does sound like an ideal way to better learn about the town.
Splendid! Then consider me your chaperone. I'll be ready when you are.
Ah, cool. So we can take up Roman's offer of going on a little tour around the town. Speak privately. Nom nom. Start tour. Start tour. Something about that makes me think maybe we should do that on a night where we have all night. You know, all night long. All night. Just because it may have multiple parts. Are we really at relationship 80 with Roman already? Maybe we're not, and that's why it's red. Anyway, We certainly don't need to drink any more
I'm
blood,
looking for something.
so we
May
won't
I
do
see
that.
Certain.
I don't think we want to buy any books. Struggling to read the ones we already have, to be honest. Just like in real life. Oh. They weren't really looking. I have so many books that need reading. What if we went to the bunny forest? Could the other piece of the puzzle be over there?
The smell is enchanting.
Okay, smell the pretty flowers. Very nice, very nice. Not really what we were after.
It's too dark. I don't want to stumble on a branch and break my neck.
What do you mean?
It's too dark. I don't want to stumble on a branch and break my neck. It's too dark. I don't...
Okay. Excuse me. I managed to click outside the game just then. Because it doesn't have screen lock. Okay, so we can't go in the forest because it's too dark. I wonder if there's a way that we can get a light to help us go there. Because the only forests I know of is the forest where the Countess lives. And I guess it would make sense if the head was there. And then the other part of the forest is the one where the bunnies are. Now, I am finally... Oh, actually, should we see if someone's here to talk to? Hussar's here, and so's Arban.
Hello, Liza.
Do we have a conversation? No? Okay. Never mind then. Oops. Sorry, didn't mean to do that.
Liza, pleasure as always.
Ah, about Liza. She asked us not to tell him where her secret place was, though. I don't want to tell him. So we won't. Bye-bye. Sorry. My mistake. Didn't really have anything to say to you. Ha ha ha. Anyway, as I was saying, I have made a decision.
Hello, young lady.
We are gonna finally make our room more ours. So, first off, skull painting. Let's get that. Secondly, we are going to get ourselves the gold leaf wallpaper. Yes. And to contrast with those two choices, blue, purple. We're gonna have dark wallpaper, so purple. Let's go with purple. And then carpet, we'll go with black. And yeah, I think that's all we need. Folklore book. We can sell that. I don't know why we would. It means we don't really have enough for clothing. But you know what?
There you go.
That's fine. I just want to make our room more ours. Because, you know, I've just been totally ignoring that aspect up until now. And you know what? It's time to admit that this is our home. And we still haven't found Pumpkin again, which I find very upsetting. I almost feel that Pumpkin is trying to avoid us for some reason. Right, before we go to bed, I want to do some of this. Oh my gosh. We're sober and we lost a lot of blood. Is that because I took all those shots? Or is that because the blood just goes down very quickly now? Okay, how do I change the look of the room? Okay, I'll leave that
turn this
open.
place
Aha, there we go. Gold leaf wallpaper, purple curtains, black carpet, skull painting, and we didn't buy another coffin. Hey, look at that. Oh yes, this place really does feel like home now. Oh, we've lost a lot of blood. Should we put this on? Nah. I don't want people to point at me and be like, aren't they overdressed?
Nice evening, isn't it?
Dr. Volkov, I'd like to ask about...
Okay. That's all dialogue options that are still around, apparently. We could do lab reports. We've got 4 left to do before we get money. But I would like to go and hang out with Roman, I think. Tomorrow is going to be Kupala night. So that's going to be a very interesting time, because I assume we're going to meet whatever spirit has, well, not enchanted us, but got our number, so to speak. Okay. So we need some blood. I don't know if we can drink from anyone.
Hello there.
I don't know if we could just drink from Nicolina if we like now. Medium, yes. Yes, no, yes. Sustains you for a day.
Enjoy.
Oh, we'll buy the large one. There we go. We're nice and full up now, and Arban is also happy because we have been frequenting her establishment, I suppose. Right. Time for our guided tour, I think.
Hello, mademoiselle.
Hello. Tour.
Ready to begin our tour?
I am beholden to your knowledge.
Let us go then.
Maybe we'll learn where the head is.
It's my desire to show you some of the more overlooked areas of town. The places that inspire the people and the tales that bring colour into their lives.
So, no droning lists of facts and figureheads, I presume?
No, indeed. Rather, think of this as a tour of our town's unique character. I wish to be an encyclopedia of the folklore and traditions of our land, from the smallest farm to the most sprawling estate. If I can help others in understanding and sharing these tales, maybe I can connect this disparate land, one...
Sounds like the makings of a great
Oops.
expedition.
Perhaps. But for now, let us begin our journey in the town square. The town square is a forum for the exchange of ideas and stories. I'll often gather here to regale the local children with tales of Koshchei the Deathless.
Fitting location. Oh, we can use our literary knowledge.
Right by the town hall, huh? Fitting location.
You caught that, didn't you? Nice work. I keep waiting for someone to read between the lines, but but you might be the first one so far.
Perhaps it's best for seeds like this to be planted less openly. That's what fairy tales are particularly good at, anyway.
Right you are, Miss Morozova.
Inspiring the youth and sharing your passion. Not a bad way to spend your free days.
Their parents are just happy to keep them away from trouble for an hour. Perhaps it will do the same for you.
Do I have the air of a troublemaker about me?
There's definitely something behind that smile, and I hope to discover it.
Alright there, Roman.
Perhaps you will.
Shall we head to our next site? I must warn you, this one is not for the faint of heart.
I'm grateful for the warning, but rest assured, my heart will manage.
Welcome to the graveyard. Oh, drat. The gate is locked.
There must be a way in.
I suppose I can tell my tale from here. No, not quite the atmosphere I envisioned. How did it go again?
Why don't you take a few minutes to remember, and I'll see if there's another way in.
Ooh, is this how we unlock the graveyard?
Good idea. I'm a little rusty with this one.
Little rusty. Ha ha ha. Good one, Roman. Right. So are we supposed to... Oh, we can't go any further that way? Are we supposed to do the little fly? Yes.
Perfect. I'll simply unlatch it from here.
It's open. How the devil did you manage that?
Magic.
I have a few tricks up my sleeve.
A woman of mystery. Enchanting. Let us proceed. I think I have it together in my head now.
Is there a particular reason we came here?
Indeed there is, Miss Morozova. Listen close and I shall tell you why. Many moons ago,
Painting piece. Oh my
a
god.
wandering peasant took rest upon this grave as his weary horse fed nearby. To his fright, his sleep was broken by the lid of the very grave he slept upon, opening. Suddenly, an oupir, one who feeds upon the living, sprung forth.
A sort of vampire.
Exactly. Pardon the antiquated term. The peasant clutched the coffin lid in fright. The oupir turned and marched into the village, back then just a small gathering of houses. Soon after, the oupir returned to the graveyard looking well fed. "Where have you been?" asked the peasant. The oupir spoke. "I have been to the village and killed 2 youths as they played in the square. Now give me my coffin lid, the sun will soon rise."
How the rules haven't changed.
Having heard the tales, the peasant grasped the lid with all his might, knowing that when the sun rose, the oupir would be vanquished. The peasant bargained. "I will not return your lid, not until you restore life to the children." The oupir reluctantly agreed. "Take this piece of my shroud to the house of the young boys and burn it in a pot of coals. The smoke shall revive them."
Huh. The power to bring the dead to life. I suppose we do have it in a way, though this isn't the traditional definition of life.
The peasant returned the lid to the oupir and ran to the town, reviving the children through the beast's instructions.
The beast.
He informed the village of what had transpired, and the villagers rushed to the graveyard with a wooden stake. Together, they lifted the lid and drove the stake through the heart of the oupir.
Ouch. I mean, I'm sorry. Continue.
In an instant, he turned to dust. The village was saved, and the grave left as a reminder. While we sleep, evil can yet stir.
That was quite the tale.
Really? What did you think?
I mean, it was a good tale. I mean, made Liza wince a bit.
A captivating tale to terrify any youth who dares play out after dark.
It surely kept me away from the square at night.
Most importantly, I highly enjoyed the telling.
Thank you. It's getting rather late. I feel I've taken leave of my senses bringing you to a graveyard for our first.
Our first... What? What, Roman? Our first date? Is that what you're going to say?
First?
Our first tour. This is hardly a fitting place.
Nonsense. I had a wonderful time with you. You make an excellent guide.
I promise next time will be somewhere with less cadavers. Oh, that is of course if you'd like another tour.
Don't you mean another date, Roman? Roman? Why do I keep calling him Why do I keep calling him Roman? What's with my brain and all these names at the moment? And turning Evgeny into Evgeny and Roman into Roman. Sure, yeah, we'll go on another quote-unquote tour with you, Roman.
I would like that very much. Thank you, Roman.
You are very welcome. Until next time.
Ah, that didn't actually use up too much time. Yeah, actually, you know, we've spent enough time with Roman tonight. Why? What I really want is to go to the graveyard. If we can indeed now get in there. Let's see. Oh, excuse me. Painting piece. 15 out of 21. Now we're looking for the other piece of the puzzle. I don't know if that's going to be here. Doesn't seem like anything's interactable. I guess the forest's grave, being a graveyard, would have been very on the nose.
Good evening.
Good
Greetings.
evening. Hello, hello. Yes, good, excellent. We could go... Yeah, let's go and look and see if we can find the head over here. Hopefully it won't be another wasted time. Hi, Trevine.
Going home.
No.
Good night.
Bye. I'm not ready to leave just yet. Thank you very much. I've just spent precious time getting here. Anything around here? Just the windows. No secret cat hanging around. Okay, well that was a waste of time. I don't know why I keep coming back here thinking that it's going to be different. Hey Dravim. Can you take me home
Good
please?
time to have. Glad to be as.
Yes. Excuse me? Does it use up more time travelling back? Maybe it doesn't. I see, it completes the exchange of time, so it actually only uses up 1/4.
If I ever need to send a letter.
Okay, so we still haven't discovered what the head is. Maybe it's an area we don't have access to yet.
Hello there. Farewell.
Okay, we can't talk to Arban, so I guess bottom of the barrel. Wish I didn't have to, but you're my only option left. Talk to Hussar. Oops.
Hey, you.
So, I managed to speak with Liza.
How'd it go?
Tell a half-truth. Yeah.
For Lisa's sake, I should try to be discreet. She was holding a gathering of some kind for vampires. Seemed like she wanted to start her own social circles.
Makes sense. I don't blame her for trying to strike out on her own, really.
Are you going to keep stalking her?
Don't have much choice.
Actually, I was talking to Liza about that.
About what?
Your contract with the Count. If we can figure out how to break it, she might be able to help since she's part of the Count's family.
She said that?
She clearly has little love for these kinds of dealings, and there is some benefit to her if you're no longer on her tail.
That's Elisa, through and through. It's a nice thought, but...
Don't you think it's worth trying?
Yeah. Not getting my hopes up, though. It's not like it was a complicated contract. I was dying, didn't have much time to negotiate. But in it, he said had to be... what was it? Something about lions.
Lions? Leonine?
Not leonine?
Come again?
Like the fable. There's 4 animals hunting a deer, but when the lion goes to carve it up into 4 parts, he gives all the parts to himself. So, a leonine contract is one that only favors one party. I suppose even magic contracts have rules.
Huh. That makes sense. Anyway, point is, there was a condition. Serve my family's house, and in return, we will not meddle in true matters of your heart.
Interesting.
That's oddly specific.
Yes, well, there were reasons.
Which were?
Which were?
He won't tell us.
Unimportant.
Oh, damn. I sensed we shouldn't have pushed that particular wound, but we couldn't help trying.
You don't know that.
I would prefer not to talk about it.
I gathered that, but I still need to know.
Matters of the heart were what got me killed. Well, almost killed. My lover was not so fortunate. He was gone before the Count got there.
He?
Yes, he.
Oh, so you,
Yes.
Ah,
Happy now?
well, it might be useful to know.
Perhaps. It never really came up again. Not really the sort of thing you can force, either. If you think of anything, feel free to let me know. You know how to find me. I gotta figure out what I'm going to tell the Countess.
Interesting.
Matters of the heart. Oh, how infuriatingly vague.
Matters of the heart. To be honest, I'm coming up blank. I don't know how that could break a contract. But there must be a reason. Okay. We've got 9 coins. Oh, that's so painful. I was thinking about drinking with Iskar. But that will also cost us blood. Unless I manage to fake it, which we could try.
What are you having?
Ooh.
So,
Try a
how
shot.
about an
Hey, why the...
Let's try and fake it.
So,
Hey. Ooh, back
You know,
room.
as much as I like this place, the choice of drinks could use some refinement.
No arguments here.
I'm actually somewhat of a mixologist myself. I bet if I had a look at what you have stored, I could make a nice cocktail for us both.
Sounds intriguing. Ah, what the hell? Let's do it. Follow me to the back room. We keep all the fresh produce there. Just don't let Kiril see you.
No problem.
Well, here it all is. Clean glasses, hard liquors, mixers, fruit. Can't wait to see what you're going to make.
Ah, yes, we're going to make something, all right. We're going to make sweet music. We're not gonna bite her though, because we don't need blood. Oh, that's kind of annoying. If I'd known we were gonna have this opportunity, I wouldn't have bothered paying for. I don't know. I don't wanna. I wanna talk to her. Talkie. Map. Oh, painting piece. Nice.
Here's what I'd like you to tell me, Iskra.
How does Kiril cheat?
You will tell me exactly how Kiril cheats.
He uses a marked deck and always knows the next card by the tiny dot on the sleeve. He only deals winning cards to himself and only lets the player win when he needs to prove he is playing fairly.
That crafty bastard. Thank you, Iskra. This will come in handy. I should go back and tell Evgeny before Kiril sells the journal.
Ah. Is there a safe here? I don't suppose we can open it. No?
Most of the labels are handwritten. Are they producing the liquor themselves? I'm not even going to bother asking about their license.
No, probably best not to, really.
Anyone who orders food around here must be out of their mind.
Is that dust on whatever that is hanging from the ceiling? Anyway, I'm sure Iska will find her way out of her enchantment at some point. Ah, if I'd known we were going to do that, I definitely would have not bought blood. Oh well. Such is life. I'm never going to own that nice green dress, am I? Man, it's so weird to be back here after everything that happened. Wonder where Evgeny's hanging out. Oh, in the garden? Is he gonna be anywhere? Oh!
Her eyes, her smile,
He's looking worse for wear again.
her legs, her breasts.
Excuse me, Evgeny, what kind of poem are you writing?
No, this is all wrong. Rubbish, utter and complete rubbish. It's this blasted journal. The pages are so ridiculously thin. How can I concentrate on poetry when I constantly have to worry about tearing the damn paper? Are you all right? I swear to God I didn't mean that.
I know. Don't worry. Happens to the best of us.
The best of us when you're a bit of a careless jackass, yes.
So, what did the poor book do to you to deserve such a battery?
It's just the pages in it, you know, dreadfully unfit for writing, and... It's not about the book, really.
You don't say.
I sort of figured that. What happened?
Remember I mentioned my writer's block? I may have understated how long it's lasted.
How long has it really been?
I haven't admitted this to many people, but I imagine it might feel good to get it off my chest. it's been over a year since I wrote anything half decent.
That's not insignificant.
Indeed. I'm broke, and I have no idea when I'll manage to write anything worth a coin.
Do you need help? What about the fallow field? Literature 10.
What about your previous book? Surely it brought in some good money.
It's true, my debut was a success. However, I thought writing a new poetry collection or a novel would just be a matter of a few months. I was wrong. And in retrospect, I admit I wasn't frugal enough with my money.
Drinking?
Among other things.
There must be something we can do about all this.
Remember that journal I lost to Kiril? I must win it back before he sells it.
Win it?
That's the only way I see. Somebody told me he even already has a buyer and has a meeting lined up in a week. I need to act fast. I'd simply buy it back, but Kiril's asking price is astronomical. I know he's doing it on purpose to get back at me. He never liked me.
What's so important about that journal anyway?
Well, there was this poem that started to take shape in my mind, and I had a feeling. You know, that feeling when you know that something you're writing might be incredible.
It feels like there is a tiny sun that lights up in your chest.
You really do know. Point is, I think it might be something that would get me back on track. I was too drunk to remember it, and now it's gone. I must win it back.
Ah. Ksenia? Huh? Interesting. Update on Kiril?
Kiril is cheating. I know that for certain now.
I knew it. My hand was a sure thing. That's why I thought it was safe to bet the book. No way he could have beaten me fairly.
Not the lesson you should learn from this, really. But that's not the point right now. I know how he's doing it, and I think we can outsmart him. His deck is marked. I'll teach you how to read the card backs, so you know what's next.
That's great, but if we play 21 and he doesn't deal me the winning cards, it won't be enough to know what's next.
I know what kind of cards he uses. I'll just buy a fresh deck with identical backs and mark them the same way. If you give me the signal for which card you need, I should be able to swap it with one of yours and switch them back later.
That's... damn. That's genius. But how are you going to do it without Kiril noticing?
Let me worry about that.
All right. If you're certain we can pull that off, that's good enough for me. I'm in. Let's do it. I can't tell you how grateful I am. How can I ever repay you?
Ah, you owe me a poem.
Just don't do stupid things like that again. Besides, you still owe me a poem, remember?
Of course. I promise it will be worth it.
It better be.
So now we need to buy cards. I have no idea where we're going to buy cards, to be honest. But probably at the local shop. Okay, so we need to buy cards that are identical to Kiril's. I wonder how much that's gonna run us. I assume they would be here.
Anything particular?
Yes, I'm looking for cards. Do you have any? Ah, 2 coins. Okay.
Another happy customer.
Are they? I don't know how exactly we're going to mark the deck. Or when we're supposed to meet Evgeny here. Unless he's just going to appear. No? Okay. I like how Iska's still in the back room, by the way. It's a shame we don't need blood. Oop. Okay, we're gonna do some study then. Actually, let's see how Faina is doing. Nah, actually, she looks fine, you know. Okay, I think with the last part of our day, we should actually attend to some of our work. Because I've wasted a bunch of our money, as per usual, and we'll need more. There we go. So just 3 more before we get a nice influx of 10 whole coins to spend as we wish.
Too bad I can't. I wonder.
Okay. Right. So I think that's all for this episode. We've changed up the decor of our room. We've learned more about Hussar and his past. Sounds like he died in the aid or pursuit of his lover. We went on our first tour / apparently date with Roman. And we, at long last, we've got over our trauma from biting Evgeny and actually gone back to see him again. And we will actually help him get his journal back. But next episode, it will be Kapala night. So I don't know what to expect. Oh, Sunday said it was Kapala night as well. That's interesting. Anyway, tomorrow is the fated Kupala night, where we're going to meet our Nav spirit, who may or may not have ill intentions towards us. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, comment down below about how I'm wasting all my coins. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one very soon. In the meantime, take care and stay safe. Bye bye.